Right now at Austin's news station, trying to push away the fear, people in Round Rock gathered to say goodbye to a pregnant woman murdered in her own home. Plus, an Elgin teen who allegedly shot and killed her stepfather says she was a victim of sexual abuse. Just ahead, did someone miss the warning signs? Also, a violent past, another violent crime. Authorities say a Reagan High School student was raped on school grounds. And who doesn't hate this job? Does It Work Wednesday has some help for toilet scrubbers. Good evening, and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Christine Haas. Ron is off tonight. In the aftermath of a pregnant woman's murder, Round Rock neighbors met for the first time tonight to talk about that suspicious death. Dell employee Christina Moore was murdered yesterday. Her body was discovered by her husband in their home. KVUE's Rudy Koski is live in Round Rock with tonight's top story. Rudy?
Good evening, Christine. Those who were at this meeting this evening are back in their homes at this hour, doors locked, but with some peace of mind.
The youth leagues of this Round Rock community held practice as usual.
Check one down.
And as usual, parents sat on the sidelines to watch their kids at play. But this is not a typical Wednesday evening, not for those who live here in Forest Creek, certainly not after one of their neighbors was found slashed to death in her home one day ago. But for a community that takes pride in pulling together, it's important to keep normal routines intact.
As tragic as the situation was here, I mean, this is where our families are and where our lives and our friends are. And, we got to make a stand.
So as practice wrapped up, these fathers, mothers, and children walked into Forest Creek Elementary for a special meeting.
Some of the stuff flying around is not good, so.
They packed into the cafeteria to learn more about the death of Christina Moore, but more importantly, to ease their fears.
How do you guys know that this is an isolated incident?
We have no indication at all that there is a predator that's roaming the city of Round Rock, much less your neighborhood.
Round Rock police refused to provide specific details about the case. Nothing about how the body of Moore, a mother of a newborn daughter, was found by her husband. Very little about potential suspects and leads. Only advice on how to cope and why not to spread rumors.
Did you get your questions answered tonight, and do you feel better?
Yes, I do. I do feel much confident. This is a beautiful neighborhood. It's wonderful out here, and I do feel safe in my community.
Investigators justified their conclusion that there is no predator running around in this neighborhood by saying that there is no evidence suggesting that there is one, but residents were promised that police patrols will be stepped up and are being stepped up in this neighborhood, and that the crime scene should start wrapping up by the end of the week. By that time, we should have the results of an autopsy report, a cause of death for Christina Moore. Live in Round Rock, Rudy Koski, KVUE News.
Rudy, thank you for that story. New information tonight in the shooting death of an Elgin man allegedly at the hands of his stepdaughter. The 16-year-old told police she fatally shot Leonard Pratt because he was sexually abusing her. Child Protective Services confirms it opened an investigation into the home of the karate instructor 9 months ago. A spokesperson with the agency says investigators could not substantiate the claim of sexual assault, but the investigation remained open. Bastrop County authorities have charged the teen, who we are not identifying, with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. National statistics reveal juveniles are most likely to be victims of sexual assault. Austin Safe Place says juveniles were the victims in 67% of all cases reported to law enforcement last year. Women between 16 and 24 are most likely to be assaulted by someone they know. A Reagan High School student is charged with sexually assaulting a female student on campus. The alleged attack took place last week. The 14-year-old girl told school officials and her parents that a male student forced her into the boys' bathroom, threw her to the ground, then attacked her. The girl says it happened while students were changing classes in the afternoon.
I feel pretty much safe, but for other people, the younger generation stuff, I don't think future's looking too good for them.
District officials say 2 campus officers are assigned to Reagan High School. That's 1 officer for every 600 students. This is the second major crime reported on the Reagan High School campus in the last 6 months. Marcus McTeer pled true to killing Ortrala Mosley on campus, that after she tried to end their relationship. Ortrala's parents have filed suit against McTeer and officials at Reagan High School. The murder sparked an internal study by AISD, which declared Reagan is no more dangerous than any other Austin school. The University of Texas Student Council passed a resolution last night condemning the Patriot Act. Tomorrow night, the Austin City Council may vote on a similar symbolic gesture. Critics say the anti-terrorism law goes too far and violated personal rights. Supporters say it saves lives in the war on terror. We'll let you know how that vote goes tomorrow on KVUE News at 10. The Bush administration says it is making progress on getting other countries to help rebuild and stabilize Iraq. That after German Chancellor Gerhard Schroeder met with the president, agreeing to close the book on their spat over the war in Iraq. But even countries that support the U.S. are hesitant to commit troops to Iraq. Today, Pentagon officials admitted they'll probably have to mobilize an extra 10,000 reservists for duty there in Iraq. Tonight, the Federal Trade Commission has filed a notice of appeal. It hopes to prevent the National Telemarketers Do Not Call list from taking effect. That comes on the heels of a federal ruling that overturned the restriction on telemarketers. ABC's Eric Hong has the story.
In his ruling, U.S. District Judge Lee West said the Federal Trade Commission did not have the authority to create its Do Not Call list, which was set to take effect in 1 week. The decision came in a lawsuit filed by 4 telemarketing companies and the Direct Marketing Association, which claimed the National Registry would violate free speech laws
and your middle initial
and cost the industry billions of dollars a year in sales.
We don't think it's appropriate for the federal government and especially the FTC to implement this list.
The Do Not Call registry was approved by Congress last January, setting forth hefty fines for companies that called individuals on the list. In just 8 months, the FTC has registered more than 50 million people online and over the phone.
I am the homeowner. Is this a telemarketing
including
call?
Joe Russo, who says phone solicitations at his home are a nightly ritual.
We are very hopeful that the federal no-call list will, will be our salvation.
Following the ruling, congressional supporters of the list said they were sure the court decision would be overturned on appeal, promising consumers would soon get relief.
The American people do not want these miserable calls. They regard them as a particular annoyance when they're eating dinner. And as I have observed earlier, they're as popular as a skunk at a church picnic.
Lawmakers expressed confidence the Do Not Call list would take effect October 1st as scheduled, and said they were prepared to enact additional legislation to clear up any questions about the FTC's authority. Eric Hong, ABC News, Chicago.
Texas Attorney General Greg Abbott says the ruling in Oklahoma has no impact on the Texas no-call list and how it works. Just ahead, Governor Rick Perry is fundraising in Washington. Watch as our KVUE News cameras were blocked from the high-dollar event and find out why.
Are you growing too hard?
It's getting real. Pieces are just coming off.
And you won't want to miss Quita Culpepper working in a bachelor's bathroom for this week's Does It Work Wednesday. Mark?
The whole weather pattern is changing, the jet stream is shifting, and it's going to bring us some of the coldest weather we have seen in months. When does the cold air arrive? Your 7-day forecast is coming up.
You're watching Austin's news station. This is KVUE News at 10 with Ron Eleveda, Christine Haas, Mark Murray's Doppler Force forecast, and Mike Barnes Sports.
Central Texas. Truckville has a new home. It's grand opening time at the Maxwell Dodge Supercenter. Maxwell Dodge has moved to their new home on 620, 2 blocks east of 183, with the largest Dodge inventory in Central Texas. During our Texas size grand opening, you'll find savings as big as the Lone Star State, plus loads of fun and special activity. It's the grand opening savings event now through the end of the month at the new Maxwell Dodge Supercenter.
We're out to give you more.
Life is big here in Texas. With your days in full swing, life doesn't always allow time for a sit-down family meal. Lucky for you, Luby's does.
I bring the whole family in. Everybody gets what they want at a price I want.
We love the classic combos. 1 meat, 2 sides, and everybody's happy, right?
Right.
Right now, enjoy one of our 10 new classic combos starting at $6.99. Rope them up and live big at Luby's.
Tastes like Texas feels like home.
If you're getting married, we'll rent you a tuxedo package for as little as $50, which is pretty good, considering her dress probably cost as much as your car.
Rent 4 tuxedos, and the groom's is free.
You're gonna like the way you look. I guarantee it.
Closed captioning of KVUE News is supported by Motorola Austin.
It's about power. The raw, naked grab for power.
Democrats in the state Senate argued against redistricting again today as the issue came up for a final vote. Welcome back to you. Normally, final passage of a bill is more of a technicality because lawmakers have already given it preliminary approval, but not today. For a second day, Democrats argued against congressional redistricting, and for a second time, Republicans overwhelmed them with a majority of the votes. Just after 2 o'clock, the Senate gave final approval to redistricting on a vote of 18 to 12.
Our level of debate and our level of working together as a body was never higher.
Jackson.
A conference committee of House and Senate members will now work out the differences between the maps that each body has already passed. Meanwhile, Governor Rick Perry is in Washington, D.C. tonight speaking to conservative interest groups there. He's also picking up campaign cash at 2 private fundraisers arranged by Tom DeLay. Apparently, our cameras were not welcome for the $2,500 a plate dinner, but supporters say this event is important to Perry's future.
This is the right time for him to be up here raising money, particularly when he has someone like Tom DeLay to help put on an event for him.
Democrats believe this event is a payback of sorts by House Majority Leader Tom DeLay. Critics call him the mastermind behind the new congressional map designed to keep Republicans in control of Congress. Good news here. If you like cold weather, Mark says the first noticeable cold front of the season is one you'll like, and it's coming our way. Among the Bachelor contestants tonight was an Austin woman. See how she did on the show's first night. And you don't want to miss Quita Culpepper's award-winning work. Why Does It Work Wednesday takes her into a bachelor's bathroom. You got to see this one when we come right back.
Spicy garlic shrimp, fire grilled chicken, and our famous baby back ribs. Chili's Fajita Trio. Want more flavor?
Alan Samuels, heart of Texas. Alan Samuels, heart of Texas. Alan Samuels, heart of Texas, dog. Always #1 in Texas, 40 years right here in Texas. Alan Samuels, heart of Texas, dog.
Looking for a real deal? How about $10,000 off the MSRP on a 2003 half-ton Ram Tough Dodge truck? Thunder Road Edition. Alan Samuels, the most important name on your car.
Alan Samuels, heart of Texas, dog.
Wireless troubles?
My phone works here, not there. Same with voicemail, email.
Sprint is different. All your services work the same wherever you go on the most complete, all-digital, advanced wireless network in the nation. And all the calls are clear.
So everything works.
And this will never happen again.
PCS from Sprint. Try the nation's most complete wireless network.
Starting with me, everything in this place is mean and miserable.
Is that a tear in your eye, Private? Do you want your mommy? Are you going to cry?
I'll kick the tradition and chivalry out of you.
I suggest you shut your mouth.
I can't hear you!
Nothing is over until we decide it is.
Just one more thing. Don't ever make me mad.
Sweet dreams, ladies! Straight left, right, left, ha!
Chili's baby back ribs. To go.
I think it's going to be about a yard short. Bring it up 4th and 1.
Get in, get out, get on with your life.
Allergy Forecast brought to you by Maxwell Ford, Austin's #1 customer satisfaction Ford dealer. On I-35 South, take the Stasny exit on the Motor Mile.
All right, you're going to love this next story. Cleaning your toilet bowl is one of the most hated household chores, right? Now one company says it's come up with a revolutionary device that lets you get rid of that germ-ridden toilet brush every time you clean. KVUE's Quita Culpepper puts the scrub and flush to the test on tonight's Does It Work Wednesday.
This Does It Work is a toilet brush you flush. Scrub and Flush comes with a reusable handle and 4 disposable brushes treated with special cleaners and deodorizers. The brushes are supposed to be biodegradable, so your pipes or septic system is safe.
I do not have a toilet brush.
Meet Kyle. We're invading his bachelor pad and his bathroom.
I don't clean it very often.
Great. Bam! I think Kyle can handle this.
Then after you're done, You can eject it, and it flushes away.
I hope the scrub and flush can. Smell it! What's it smell like?
Toilet cleaning stuff.
The
And then
brushes
here,
are small. And attaching them to the handle is easy enough.
immerse toilet bowl brush with disposable tip for 10 seconds. It's the longest 10 seconds of my life.
It takes about 30 seconds for the brush to soften up, and Kyle starts to clean. Look at that cleaning action, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow, that's not bad.
Then the brush starts to disintegrate. Are you scrubbing too hard?
I'm not scrubbing very hard. Look at the pieces are just coming off of it.
So we're squished into a room the size of a coffin. This is the smallest bathroom in the world. And yep, I'm cleaning Kyle's toilet. I feel like Mom. After just a few minutes, the brush is toast. Yeah, it's pretty much down to a nub now.
It's like I'm rubbing a cotton swab
Ew,
against...
ew, 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 wet. Ew. And Kyle's toilet is so clean, you can eat off it. Just kidding. As you can see, what's left of the brush isn't doing so well under the rim. But Kyle believes the bowl is much cleaner than it was before.
I think the scrubbing is done. There's not much blue left. I think it just all went into my toilet.
Now that he's done cleaning, the brush gets flushed. There's even a hanger to store the handle. Kyle, you can keep that.
I wouldn't recommend this for a truck stop bathroom, but for a bachelor pad, I give it a thumbs up.
Quita Culpepper, KVUE News.
No truck stops now. Okay, the scrub and flush is available at Walmart and costs about $6. All right, along with Does It Work Wednesday, Quita Culpepper covers education issues, and tonight she was recognized as one of Austin's best. The Chronicle's Best of Austin edition has named Quita the best TV reporter in town. The winners are decided by a poll of Chronicle readers. At tonight's party, they revealed all of Austin's favorites in categories ranging from best pizza joint to best haircut. Congratulations, Quita. You can read all about that in tomorrow's article at the Chronicle.
The KVUE Storm Team, Austin's weather authority.
So you've been cleaning any toilets lately?
No. Maybe she can come over and clean mine. Let's take a look at our forecast here. We've got some cold air coming down. It'll be here in a couple of days, and temperatures like we're seeing tonight, 70s, will actually going to kind of look warm compared to what's on the way. I think we'll see overnight lows down in the 50s here by early next week. 74 now right up in Mason. We've got 77 San Marcos, 79 degrees at Georgetown. Doppler force radar is pretty quiet tonight, and no rain is expected tomorrow other than one or two isolated showers. Tonight's KV Weather Snapshot from Zach Carter. He was down at the Bat Bridge, the Congress Avenue Bridge, just like last week, and he caught these two bats. He calls this one Bat Dance. Great snapshot there. Zach, thanks for sending it in to snapshot@kvue.com. Our forecast tonight, little patchy fog later tonight, otherwise mostly cloudy and 70 degrees. Tomorrow, we're going to go for a fog in the early in the morning, partly cloudy, or mostly cloudy in the afternoon, isolated showers with a high of 87. At 10 p.m., it's 75 at the airport, 78 degrees at Camp Mabry. Bergstrom's high today, 86. Camp Mabry hit 88 degrees. Didn't have any rain in town today, and the air quality was good. Let's take a look at our allergy graphic right now. Fall elm is 7 in the low category. Ragweed in there at the high count, 60. Mold spores are high as well. Don't forget your allergy forecast and 5-day forecast every morning in the Austin American-Statesman. Pretty quiet across Texas tonight. Actually, there's a very weak front just to our north. Don't think it's going to make it all the way down to Austin. We're awaiting a much stronger front that should arrive sometime on Sunday and bring us the coolest temperatures we have seen since last spring. 68 at Guadalajara tonight. Cancun 77. It's 84 degrees at Tampico. The East Coast got pounded again yesterday with heavy rain, and yet another front is on the way to the eastern seaboard. The remnants, by the way, of Tropical Storm Marty, just an area of low pressure now centered across the southwestern United States. Highs tomorrow. Here come the cool temperatures into the Great Lakes first, but the colder air is still locked up in Canada. It should be here on Sunday. Hour by hour tomorrow, a mostly cloudy morning, a little bit of sun in the afternoon, just enough to push the high temperatures up to about 88 degrees. Our forecast tomorrow, 87, maybe 88, with a slight chance, only a 10% chance of a shower both Thursday and Friday. Up to 90 on Saturday. That may be the end of the 90-degree weather for a while. The cold front arrives Sunday, dropping to 80 degrees. The real colder air coming in Sunday night and Monday. Much of next week, I think we'll see highs in the 70s, lows in the 50s right in Austin.
Wow.
Hill Country will probably see lows in the 40s. So It's really going to start to feel like fall next week.
Yeah, that'll be good. Late night walks, whatever you want to do.
That's right.
Thank you. Okay. Just ahead, can the Astros move back into first? The numbers just don't lie. The stats also tell the truth about Longhorn quarterback Chance Mock when KVUE returns.
KVUE Snapshot Contest, sponsored by Precision Camera and Video.
When Davy Crockett and his Tennessee boys decided to come to Texas, some folks thought they were making a mistake. But Davy said what he always believed: be sure you're right, then go ahead. That's the attitude you'll find at Don Hewlett in Georgetown. In sales, service, and customer satisfaction, Hewlett will be sure they're right, then go ahead. That's why at Don Hewlett, you'll always get a good deal better. The Hewlett family of dealerships: Chevrolet, Buick, and Hummer. I-35 at the Westinghouse exit in Georgetown.
Everyone deserves stylish furniture. Furniture that helps make their home more comfortable. Furniture that makes their home more livable. Haverty's low price guarantee means you don't have to pay more for fine home furnishings and take advantage of no payments and no interest for 1 year. Haverty's makes it home. For Fords, too.
Those guys are killing us. Ever since they added SBC Yahoo DSL, we just can't compete. Guys got change for 100? This stinks.
Finally, high-speed DSL is within everyone's reach. Add SBC Yahoo DSL to your home phone service for just $29.95 a month, guaranteed. One more way, we bring it all home.
Checking out surround sound, huh?
Oh, yeah. Time to add some big sound for the big game.
Come on,
Reddick
takes
a
snap.
Come on.
He drops back. He's going deep. Maybe it's time to go plasma too.
Yeah. Thinner.
Upgrade your system now through September 27th and get 24-month financing on select TVs and home audio. Thousands of possibilities. Get yours. Best Buy.
You could be driving a Mazda.
It's your Austin area Mazda dealer's final closeout while selections lasts. Award-winning Mazda 6 family sedans, $14,995. Well equipped with air conditioning, power windows, locks and mirrors, AM/FM CD, tilt and cruise, 16-inch wheels and more. $14,995. Delivered in Central Texas. No hidden charges. Test drive the luxurious Mazda 6 at your Austin area Mazda dealer today. Roger Beasley Mazda North, South, Bastrop, and Georgetown.
You could be driving a Mazda.
On tomorrow's Daybreak.
Why an ozone hole over the South Pole is so large. Plus, mixed news about childhood cancers and the survival rate. That's Thursday, Daybreak.
The Baby and Child Expo in Round Rock. From prenatal to preschool and beyond. Tips to help you through the joys and pitfalls of parenting, plus activities for the kids. A portion of proceeds benefits the Children's Hospital of Austin. The Baby and Child Expo, Sunday, October 5th. Sponsored by Magic 95.5, Gymboree, Babies R Us, and KVUE.
Chance Mock took over a hot seat as the starter at Texas quarterback this year. Now, let's be honest. How many people made guesses about when Vince Young would take his job? Well, 3 games into the season, not only is Chance Mock still number 1, he's putting up some stats that makes him one of the best in the nation. Here's KVUE's Michael Jenkins.
The most popular player at Texas is always the backup quarterback. Even when your starter goes 8 for 8 against Rice, the first perfect game of his career.
I was close to the spring game, and I missed one. But that's about as close as I've ever gotten. Well, I take that back. When I was a freshman against Kansas, I was 1 for 1 with a touchdown. But that's about as close as I can get.
He played great. He led well. He stood in the pocket. He's very accurate, and that's the thing that we've seen about Chance in practice for the last 3 years is if the guy's open now, he'll find him and hit him because of his accuracy.
And Mock isn't just a one-game wonder. So far this season, he has the 3rd highest quarterback rating in the entire country. There's only one problem.
Let me tell you something. Wide receivers are like a 24-hour store. They're always open, and they will tell you that every time. Cedric is worse than a wide receiver. before the play, I'm trying to call the plays. I'm going to be open. I'm going to be open. I'm trying to call the play. I'm like, Cedric, hold on. I'm going to be open. I'm going to be open. He got it, and I told you. God, I'm never going to hear the end of this one.
A problem Mock has no intention of solving. Michael Jenkins, KVUE Sports.
Even with his good stats, Mock's still not getting national respect. This week's Sports Illustrated, coming out tomorrow, describes him as struggling. Don't be surprised if Mock and the Longhorns have another huge game against Tulane on Saturday. You see, the Green Wave, maybe 3-1 on the year, but their defense has given up between 450 and 500 yards total offense every game. Kickoff is 6 o'clock on Saturday. Can Barry Bonds keep the Astros out of first place? And the Cubbies, too? Baseball's next on KVUE.
At John William Interiors, we've lowered our prices just for you. It's the fall sale for the home at John William Interiors. Save 25 to 65% store-wide.
John William Interiors.
It's tailgating season, and that means big-time savings at your tailgating headquarters, Capital Chevrolet.
You'll score extra points in your new Chevy Impala. All the features and big enough for your cheering section. Only $15,995. Or take on the competition in a new Malibu, now only $14,495. And be sure to register to win the Tailgating Survivor Package. Food, fun, and football. Hurry, time is running out on 0% financing or $4,500 rebates.
You bring the hamburgers, and we'll supply the tailgate. Don't miss this sale at Capital Chevrolet.
What do you see? Storm clouds? Mexican wrestling mask? Your co-worker making excuses for you while you waited home for the plumber who should have been there 2 hours ago.
Yeah, I mean, he's got strep. Shingles.
Right.
Life doesn't stop for plumbing repair. So at ARS Service Express, we'll either show up on time or give you $50. ARS Service Express. Frustration repair. Call now for special offers.
Owning the road just got a lot more affordable.
Subaru, driven by what's inside.
Visit your local Subaru dealer for financing as low as 2.9% APR.
At John William Interiors, we've lowered our prices just for you. It's the fall sale for the home at John William Interiors. Save 25 to 65% store-wide.
John William Interiors.
When you're in the pennant race, a losing streak the last week of the regular season is not good, and Houston had lost 4 in a row. But the Astros found a savior today in a light-hitting backup shortstop of all people. It's Jose Vizcaino. Comes up as a pinch hitter in the 7th inning, down 1-0, bases loaded, 2 outs, and look at Vizcaino come through. A single with the bases loaded, drives in 2, gives the Astros the lead to put them on top 2-1. But the real drama in this game came in the 9th inning. Still 2-1, and Barry Bonds, who had sat out most of the game, came in as a pinch hitter. Billy Wagner on the mound. It's heat on heat, and look who gets the win. All Wagner. Barry Bonds takes a seat with the K. 2-1 is the final as Wagner seals the deal. But there is some bad news for the Astros. The Cubbies don't want to give up their strong hold on first place. I say strong. It's all of one game, but Sammy Sosa's 37th home run leads Chicago to another shutout win over Cincinnati. Yesterday they did it. They do it again today. The Cubbies still lead by 1 game, 4 games to play in Major League Baseball this season. Speaking of games to play, Alex Rodriguez of the Texas Rangers had never missed a game with the Rangers in his 3 years. Of course, most of that time he's been in last place, but had never missed a game. More than 540 games. Finally set out today. I think he's kind of getting tired of being in last. But he's probably going to be MVP in the American League this year.
All right. Thank you very much. Just ahead, see if Austin's Bachelor candidate made the cut. We'll have that answer when we come right back.
KVUE Sports, sponsored by Brinkman Roofing.
Truckloads and truckloads of built Ford tough trucks can only mean one thing. Clearance is here. It's factory authorized clearance at your Texas Ford dealer. Time to save on the best in Texas, like Ford F-150 Super Crew. Now with 0% financing or $5,000 cash back, including bonus cash. That's 0% APR or $5,000 cash back. For a truckload of savings, get to factory authorized clearance at your Texas Ford dealer today.
Remember the simple fun of being a kid? You lived for sunny days, good friends, being silly with your sister. You didn't think about growing up. You just grew. Well, now they're your kids, and you worry about giving them all they need. Introducing Borden Kid Builder. It's specially made with more calcium, protein, and vitamins to make growing up healthy a little simpler.
Nothing performs like the BMW 3 Series. BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
Spot save.
Target dog. 135,000 Chevy Tahoes. 2,900 Chevy Suburbans. Assembled by 3,000 Texans. One offer. Use bonus cash to get $4,500 total cash back or 0% APR financing on a 2003 Suburban. Or get $4,000 total cash back on a 2003 Tahoe. Chevy. Drive in Texas.
In tomorrow's edition of the Austin American-Statesman, there are plenty of high-dollar homes all over Central Texas. The dot-com explosion sure made sure of that. Well, tomorrow's edition will take you inside the most expensive house ever sold in Austin and show you all the amenities that take it to the top. And finally tonight, an Austinite was among the 25 women competing tonight on the first episode of The New Bachelor.
How are you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm wonderful. You look beautiful.
Thank you.
You're
nice
welcome.
to finally
That
meet
is
you.
Jenny Hartgrove. She's from Austin and was found at the ABC casting call April 8th at Cool River. Tonight she met the new bachelor who was rejected by Jenna in last season's show. And at the end of the episode, she got a rose, which means Jenny will be back next week for another round of The Bachelor. That's Wednesday night right here on KVUE. I usually don't watch too much of that show, but I'll have to watch now.
Yeah, I
we have
guess
someone
so.
to root for.
Right.
Thank you for joining us for KVUE News at 10. Tune in tomorrow morning for Daybreak. Have a great night.
Presenting the Lincoln Mercury SUVs. They not only possess the power to move you, they also have the power of the press. Because the Texas Auto Writers Association named Navigator the luxury SUV of Texas, and Aviator the SUV of Texas. And even bigger news, now for a limited time we're offering you even more power, buying power, with 0% financing for 6 years or up to $5,000 cash back. See your Texas Lincoln Mercury dealer today.
When we saw safety issues where the kids were playing, we knew we had to get involved. We raised money to build a new softball field.
I support my local fire department.
Every year we hold a carnival for our local children's hospital.
That's Walmart Good Works.
It's the associates getting involved with the community.
It's about giving, helping, and doing.
They're proud to play at home now.
We're able to help them save lives.
I love what I do.
It's all about people and making a difference.
We live here too. We believe good works.
There's never been a better time to sign and drive, because right now, exceptionally well-qualified buyers can take home the innovative Chrysler Pacifica with 3 rows of luxury seats, a full flat cargo area, and the government's highest 5-star crash test rating for just $329 a month. That's $329 a month with nothing down. Simply sign and drive. Plus, get our 770 powertrain limited warranty. It's never been easier to get one of the best values in America. Get to the sign and drive at your Chrysler dealer today.
Movie stars of silver screen wander at the sights we've seen. Silk and satin, fox and fur. To the ball and supple her. To the ball. Susie makes make a man to play. Oh, Susie, make a man to play. Susie, make. Susie, make a man to play.
Traffic View on Daybreak. Get the full view of traffic conditions on Austin streets before you leave the house. Over 30 cameras covering the busiest roadways from I-35 to Mopac. Start your commute here with Traffic View on KVUE, Austin's news station.